If you're an FPS gamer, you'll probably love this. Stick around for the full review of the Razer Orbweaver. It's pretty awesome, has a lot of gaming centre features, as you can probably guess, and is the Chroma edition, so it's just even more cool. Check out our website at TechteamGB.co.uk for more info on both this and many other products, and also up-to-date news on all things tech. Stick around for this awesome video. So to give you a bit of history on the Orbweaver set, it's basically an upgrade to the Razer Nostromo, which is actually originally a Belkin product, which is kind of weird, but I actually have a Razer Nostromo, and they're still quite good. But yeah, anyway, the coolest thing about this product is the stickers. I know it sounds weird, but I love these. Yeah, they're basically kind of the Razer logo, but with, you know, reflective sort of bit around them, so that they, when you shine them under white light, they change colours, and there's no way I'm not stealing them from the box before I send this back. But anyway, yeah, this is basically a mechanical gamepad. This is really good for FPS games, and when I say mechanical, I mean mechanical switches. They're not cherry switches, they're actually Razer's own switches, they're Razer mechanical switches, and they're very similar to Cherry MX Blues or Greens. They're clicky, relatively loud, have a similar actuation point and similar load pressure, and the actual noise they make is very, very similar to my Razer Black Widow Ultimate 2013, which has blues. But yeah, it's really nice to, I guess, not very type on, but use. The general feel of it, the build quality is really nice. There's actually a lot of customizability to be had here, which I'll show you in just a second. But yeah, the overall sort of feel of it's very nice. The actual kind of key layout is nice, as it's kind of in almost a half pipe shape, so it's really easy to guess which key you're pressing. And you know, if you're using it as a sort of like FPS gamepad, it's really easy to be able to hold shift down while you're running or whatever, and that sort of thing. In terms of the you know, kind of bottom palm rest, you've got the Razer logo as well as some very nice soft touch plastic. On the actual bottom, you get a hell of a lot of sort of rubber pads, so when your hand is on this gaming, there's no way this is moving anywhere, which is really nice. The kind of USB and USB cable is pretty nice too, high quality, nice braided cable, it's nice and long, it's got gold plating on the end and a nice Razer logo, so that's cool. You can adjust the size, which is part of the customizability I was talking about. Which is actually pretty easy. You just hold a button down on the base. You can also change the palm, the sort of upper palm rest location, so if you want it to be a little bit further up like I do, you can. You can also change the thumb button area, and by the way, this is what the buttons sound like when you kind of click them and stuff. So there you have it. Gaming on this thing is really cool. Actually, one of the coolest things is actually the lighting setup that you have here. And as you can see, there is a load of lighting modes. I'm actually going to take you through the software real quick just to show you what it's like and how to change stuff up. But yeah, it's really cool. One of my favorites is the pulse mode, which is the ripple mode, which is when you press a key, it ripples rainbows or whatever you want across the keys, and it just looks really cool. In terms of the Razer software, I've been using Razer Synapse for, well, since I've had my keyboard, which is about 2 years, so it's really improved, and it's just generally pretty good. You have a lot of key maps, so you can actually change key map depending on what game you're playing and stuff like that, so you can assign any key there to anything, including macros, which is really cool. You can assign individual lighting, although it all has to be the same mode, so it can either be, you know, every key a different color but in static mode, or every key has to be, you know, pulsing or something like that. You can't have one key in static, one key pulse, or, you know, was pulsing and then the other one's off. You have to have them either all static, doing like different colors, or the same color, whatever you like, or, you know, just the general lighting setup. In terms of gaming on this is actually a really nice kind of device. I'm going to talk a bit more in the sort of conclusion bit, but Basically, I found that if you're an FPS gamer, this thing is amazing. You can set it up really easily to give, all the functions you would possibly need for, FPS gaming. In terms of other games, personally, if you're, a racing fan, then you're probably going to buy a racing wheel. If you're a, RTS fan, this could still be a good thing, especially with all the macro support. Personally, I am a GTA fan, so this is kind of a bit of a mix for me because I tend to use a gamepad, an Xbox 360 controller, as well as the keyboard. And I found that it was actually kind of occasionally easier to use the Enter key and general keyboard for the sort of gaming that I was doing there. But basically, it's kind of the sort of thing where if you know you're going to be able to use it, then definitely check it out. But if you are more the kind of racing gamer or something like that, then this may not be for you. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to go over more detail in the sort of conclusion bit and obviously pros and cons. So I'm going to jump into the pros and cons, which kind of roll into my opinions anyway. But basically, this is a really nice build, really nice build quality, great style, great feel, great features. It just looks, feels, and just generally is amazing. In fact, the only con I can think for this is that it's not for everyone, and that's kind of my opinion too. For me, I actually own, as I said, the Razer Nostromo, which is the older version of this, with no mechanical keys, and it doesn't have the Chroma support, but it's basically the same thing. And the reason that I don't use that anymore is just because it's not for me. The games that I play aren't FPS, they don't really use the keyboard much either. If I'm going to be using the keyboard, it'll be for GTA because somebody shot me and I have to run around and snipe them or something. But most of the time I end up using my Xbox 360 controller because I play Rocket League and I play, as I said, GTA. And any games that don't use, the keyboard generally use a bit more than just that kind of the half of the keyboard. So for me, it's just not my thing, but I can certainly see it being great for FPS gamers, RTS, MMORPGs, World of Warcraft and League of Legends and Dota and all that sort of stuff. It's probably great for. It's just not my kind of game. So yeah, that's kind of the pros and cons there. In terms of sort of value for money, it's probably going to get a 4. It's going to get a 5 for performance because it is a really nice device. It's going to get a 5 for functionality too because, well, it pretty much does everything you'd expect it to do. It's going to get a 5 for style and actually a 5 for TechteamGB score too because it's a really fantastic product. It's just not my fantastic product. It's also going to get the Gamer Approved award because it's a fantastic gaming product and it really is worth some gamers' money. So yeah, that's probably the quickest I've ever done the awards. But yeah, let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Would you buy one? Would you buy a gamepad in general, or are you more of a racing driver, racing game, or just this isn't for you either? Let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out some of our other videos. Check out Yo-Yo Tech for this and other PC hardware tech if you're in the UK. Otherwise, there's links in the rest of the world down below. Yeah, check out our Facebook and Twitter for more pictures. I tend to post stuff that I get on Facebook and Twitter, so effectively teasers. Also check out our merchandise, and also please do subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, like, dislike, all that jazz. As I said, leave a comment, and yeah, we'll see you on the next video.